good afternoon and good morning. Welcome to the very first wake-up call of the week. We are on Monday, the 23rd of August already. I hope you had a lovely weekend, whether you were chilling out, whether you were relaxing, maybe you got a little bit of crafting done, or of course maybe you were working. Hopefully you had a lovely weekend, whichever way that you went. Now, when it comes today on Crafters TV, we have got, as you will expect already, a jam-packed day lined up, so let's go right in and let's tell you what we've got coming up today. We have got a launch day coming up, so that of course is going to be 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 AM Eastern Time, 7 AM Pacific Time. That is with Jan, and that is with our Scene Edgeables. If you've not already seen them just yet, these are super cute but cool, because these allow you to make very dimensional scene cards. For the inside, you can do many different ways as well, but give or take, a couple of mils, because of the mechanism, they fold relatively flat as well. So Jan's going to be showing you so much that you can be doing with them. It is of course going to be my pick for Wake Up Call, and it will be the first demo that we're going to do. And then what's going to happen, also going to come back for a Monday Makers with Jan, where she's going to be showing you all things, well, things that you may have seen in the past, some things that you've maybe not quite seen, or you just need that little bit of extra idea and inspiration. Jan is certainly going to be the one to show you what you can be creating. I've cherry-picked a few items from Monday Makers we're going to have a look on when it comes to Wake Up Call today, but that of course is going to be 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 PM Eastern Time, or 11 AM Pacific Time. None of us can do it on our own though, and let me tell you, this young man is well and truly hyper. You would think he's been on the Smarties, but he's not. He's getting into holiday mode. Hi Joe.
Hello. How was your weekend, Craig?
It was good, yes. Yeah, it was good. Just potted about, got the things, the mundane, boring things like housework, getting that sort of stuff topped up. Got a little bit of demoing done for this week's show. I was saying to you as well, such a great thank you so much for the response of the craft along with the cracker, where Joe was telling me that it won demo of the week. Thank you so much. If there was any issues with starting off the cracker, I filmed a 10-minute video yesterday, Joe.
Oh, amazing.
And it is on my Facebook and Instagram, just so we can step you through the beginning parts. But it was nice, quiet, chilled, and of course had SummerSlam on Saturday night.
SummerSlam. Was it good?
Yes. Let's just skip over that one.
Okay.
And let's not go down that
not the
road.
result you'd hope for then, is what I'm getting from that. Yes, it is my Fake Friday. I'm off for a few days, more than a few days. I am on holiday, so I will be back with you on the September. A week on Sunday is my first day back after today. So yeah, a little bit of a break, just taking some rest. So it'd be lovely, but a jam-packed day, as you were saying. Craig is here. Also, Jan's going to be here as well, popping in to give us a little bit of a preview and do a demonstration for us on those amazing new dies which are launching a little bit later today. I will be here taking all your questions. If you want to get in touch with me, it's really simple to do so. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion. If you are across on YouTube, loads of people saying hi already. We've got the lovely Kiwi is our social media superstar for this house. She's going to pop your comments over to me. Who we got here already this morning saying hello? I can see Lynn is in, Sarah Brown saying hi all the way from Australia. Kimberly is in Eastbourne as well. And the Georgianne, as she always is, here all the way from Clearwater, Florida, saying hi to everyone in the CTV family. I think it's going to be a great day, Craig.
It really is. Yeah, it really is. And I know Kiwi's really excited because just before we went live, I went into our kitchen to get my cup of tea and she was there as well. So we had a little bit of a catch up before we went live too. So yeah, so it is. It's going to be a lot of fun today. Let's kickstart it by having a look at what is coming up in launch day. It is our brand new collection. All the details on the screen for you right now. Our Christmas Create a Card Scene Edgeables. Now these do exactly as they say on the tin. These are edgeables and they create a scene. Now, not a bad scene, they create a scene that you actually want, and that is a festive scene. So this is a Christmas Create a Scene Edgeable collection, £52.99 here in the UK, $69.95 for you guys stateside. You have got your 4 sets, and each of them, well, top 2 has 3 dies, bottom 2 has 4 dies. We're giving you a dotty tape runner as well. So today's price here in the UK and Europe, you're going to be saving over 25%. You guys stateside are going to be saving 15%. What I want to do though, before I give you the platinum price, I want for you guys stateside to have a look at these top 2 here. So we've got a snow day scene and a Christmas morning scene. These are exclusive to us at Crafters TV, so you'll have not seen them on HSM, so that's the first time you're going to be able to get your hands on them as well within that bundle here at Crafters TV. So you might want to, if you've maybe already got the other ones, then what you can do is you can go into our website, have a look at Shop the Show, and you can cherry pick just the two at the top there. Now you can, if you want to, get cherry pick two of them. So you're going to get two for £30 or two for $36 for you guys stateside. If you are want to do that, if you want to go for that multi-buy, then you'll just need to go onto the Shop to Show and go on our website that way. So you do get that full launch day collection there with the dotty tape runner as well. Platinum price £42.39 or $55.96 for you guys stateside as well. We're going to be having a look at these next, but Jan is going to be here on launch day 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 AM Eastern Time, 7 AM Pacific Time, where she's going to be having a look at these brand new launch day Edga'able Create a Card scenes. So what we're now going to do is let's jump straight ahead into the delicate Create a Card die collection. This is also what Jan's going to be looking at Monday Makers, but this is what Jan is also going to be looking at in the middle of Wake Up Call here. So she's going to be showing you these and doing a demo with these ones here. Today's price being £55 or $65 for you guys stateside. Every single one of you are going to be saving over 15%, but as we know by now with the platinum, that's going to come down to £44 or $52. Each of these, there's 4 of them, 4 sets, each of these have 2 dies, the detailed die that cuts into your card, and then you've got that outside die if you want to cut out of your card, if you so wish. Lovely, delicate images when it comes to here. Great for all occasions, not a Christmas theme, although you could be using a couple of these for Christmas if you so wish. But Jan's going to be showing you so much more when it comes to these ones here. These are a prime example where these look absolutely phenomenal if you use them on your foil press. They will fit in your foil press. We did do a foil press kind of show over, well, last week actually, where we showed you how you can use your normal dies to foil with. These are going to be exquisite if you want to do that one. So again, that's going to be coming up in Monday Makers. And sticking with Monday Makers, we're going to have a look at Sarah's signature collection. And I couldn't resist but bring this back on to Wake Up Call. And that is the Nutcracker. This is the Nutcracker collection here, where you're getting over 315 elements in total. This is a Sarah signature, but it's a nice, it is a cute, it's a gorgeous, comprehensive box collection where it's everything that you're going to need, just a few adhesives and a little die cut machine, £39.99 or $44.80 for you guys stateside. With this Nutcracker collection, you are also going to be getting 50 bonus points as well. So you're going to be getting 50 bonus points with this one here, cracking today's price already where you're saving over 10%. But if you are platinum, that's going to come down to $31.99 or $35.84. So that is what I'm going to be looking at on Wake Up Call as well, but it's also something that Jan will be looking at in Monday Makers with Joe. So with her, hopefully you can join Jan and Joe for launch day. So that's going to be 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 AM Eastern Time, 7 AM Pacific Time. And hopefully you'll be able to stick with them for throughout the day on Crafters TV, by Monday Makers, 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 PM Eastern Time, 11 AM Pacific Time. We've got a nice selection of different crafty elements that you can be doing till your heart's content. But with it being a Monday, that does also mean that something else happens on a Monday, Joe, doesn't it? Can you guess what?
Monday. No. One after Sunday, one for Tuesday.
I'll let you ponder on that one.
I wonder what it could be. Of course, it's a brand new Get It, Got It Good. I thought we were going to be stuck there for days for a second. Delicate doilies. It's all about the Sarah Signature Garden Party today. You've got delicate doilies. You've got stamps in here. We're also going to give you the luxury cardstock. You've got the ornate lace metal die and those beautiful bird cage stamps and dies in there as well. I love that metal die. £35 is your price today, or $40. That's down for £52 or $63.75. It will only last this week though. Of course, we will launch a brand new one. Someone will. I don't know, I'll be on holiday. But someone will launch a brand new one next Monday here as well with Craig. So make sure you snap it up before that time runs out or before the stock runs out. I know they have been selling out recently. Loads of you still saying hello. Dragon Mum is in from Texas saying have a wonderful day. Sam's here as well saying good afternoon. Tisha says hi. Gilmore saying hi as well in Michigan. Rhonda's saying hi. There's Vicky in London. Suzette is giving us a wave as well. Lots of you are saying hi. Any questions you've got, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe as well if you are watching us across on YouTube, so you get notified every single time that we go live. You need never miss a show, which is awesome. Right, Craig, where are we going to start then today?
So we're going to have a look at launch day, but also just says, Adriana on YouTube, thought I'd read out your comment because you are from where my favourite, absolute favourite Hall of Famer, WWE superstar is from, and that is the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels from San Antonio, Texas. So it's lovely to have your company as well. Lynn on Facebook saying, I really don't think I can buy any more. I ordered the Create a Card Christmas Edga'ables last night before the 5% extra ran out. Well done, you. Excellent, that's a good thing. Nice and savvy when it comes to things like that one. Now, I know obviously with here on Crafters TV, some of you guys stateside might be very, very tired because you have got Craft Day up on HSN, but please, it would be great to have your company, get your interaction. Maybe just let us know what you're going to be crafting with throughout the door. Well, dotting back and forwards between Jan and also Sarah and myself, because I'll be there as well, popping up throughout the day. But let's have a look and see what we've got on launch day. And this is a Christmas Create a Scene Edga'able collection, £52.99 or $69.95. Here in the UK, and for you guys stateside, you save over 25%, and the US of A save over 15%. Platinum for a brand new launch day item, £42.39 or $55.96 for these ones. And these create such super cool and super fun, edgeable, but create a cards, because what you're going to be doing is doing them on the inside of your cards. You will be able to do them on the outside. There's lots of different ways in which you can use them, but let's actually dive straight in and let's show you. Now, we are going to go straight in here. Now, we have got Santa's sleigh. Now, this one here that you can see on this one, this is our Christmas Eve scene. So we have got Santa, we've got the reindeers, 3 of the reindeers, but there's no reason that you can't extend that if you want to have more of them. You've got your backdrop. So if we start to the base one here, so this is one of them. So you've got that outline detail, and then the bottom part, it doesn't cut out. Now you are going to work that size of the cardstock yourself. I'll go over that just in a moment, but you do get instructions, and of course you've got 2 hours full with Jan later on. Then what you've also got is your second layer that creates that middle part of the scene, or of course you can have a play with the dimensional look, and then you've got a backdrop here. It's all been designed so that you've got gaps. So for instance, between these 2 trees here, they are all purposely done so that you can see, you can create that scene of Santa and the reindeers flying through. Depending on how dimensional you want to go, will change the look completely. Not only that, but of course the colors that you use. Then on this one here, we have got a Bethlehem scene. Exactly the same idea. It's all about creating that depth, create that edgeable, create a card basically, and obviously that scene too. You don't have to always use them in the way that are intended. By all means, what you can do is start to fussy cut little bits, chop little bits out. You can do more than the 3 layers if you want, and you can go to absolute town. You can go very simplistic, or you can go to great lengths when it comes to the detail. Now the next 2 that I'm going to show you, so within this one here that we can see is a Christmas morning scene, and then, well, this one is the snowy scene, then the next one I'm going to show you is the Christmas morning scene. You guys stateside will have not have seen these ones, so these are the first time that you are going to be seeing them. And we have got that snowy scene here. So they're outside, they're building that snowman. We've cut them in black because it really stands out the detail, but you will of course be doing them in many different colorways and cardstocks. It's the depth. So you've got the little boy and the girl. They are, obviously, it could be 2 boys, 2 girls, whatever you so wish, building the snowman right at the front. You've got the depth, the way round in the backdrop with the house and the trees, and then further up what you've then got is the trees well in the background with this toy little snowman you can see just there. It's just way, way, way in the background, as if they've been building snowmans away up in the hills. You've got that look. And then last but not least, you can see on this one here, a Christmas morning scene. So it's Christmas morning, 25th of December, you've got up, you've been opening your presents, you've been seeing what's in the stocking on the fireplace, you've maybe been taking the candy cane off the Christmas tree. But do you know what, Joe? This could be Christmas Eve evening. It doesn't have to be Christmas morning. It could be a couple of days before Christmas. It could be decorating the tree. It could be that little boy or girl are maybe starting to pack up the presents, getting ready to wrap them. So yes, we are saying it's the Christmas morning, but you can then have a play with the concept and obviously the time of the day, the time of the month that it is for you to get festive. You can of course do these in many, many different cardstocks and colours to completely change the look as well. So that's what you're going to be getting. You're also going to get your dotty tape runner, but let's show you in a moment, let's show you absolutely how these are going to be used with our incredible finished samples from our team. Now we've used one of them to decorate the front and we've done a little bit of inking, and these work really well as standalone on the front of your cards. But then if I open this one up, so we can see, so if we get that tab there, nice and stuck, so we open it up, we've got our scene here. So see how, so if I close that
gorgeous, isn't it?
There, you know, give or take a few millimetres, Joe, but relatively flat that we can see. We need to just adhere that back layer of the cardstock there. But you see that you've got your 3-tier scene. Let's show you another one on this one here. This one has been done in a different way. So instead of having
so you wouldn't know that, you wouldn't necessarily know it's from the same die, would you?
You wouldn't. And that's because the bottom part doesn't have a die cutting edge, so you can have a play with the depth. Then what we can do is we can go into this one, so nicely front card, and then we've got our scene that's popping up that you can see here. So all the little workings you create yourself, which makes it really smooth. But you can then colour, you can ink, you can go in with the snow if you want. Show you a few more as well. Nicely decorated on the front, but pull up, you've got that Christmas morning. So you've got the tier levels as well, so you can go quite shallow. You can play with how tall or wide you want that cardstock to be. Let's go in, nicely decorated again, but open up. So we've got that different look. Use your pattern papers to change the look of the cardstock, the designs of the cardstock. It could be old-fashioned wallpaper as well. Then we're going to go into this one, 5x7. Let's open it up. They're building the snowman right at the front. You've got the trees in the mid, and then you've got that house with the trees and the little snowman in the background. And then what about going in with a really big, sizable project? So you can see how sizable that is, but then create your own little theatre cards. Isn't that so smart? And it's a prime example to show, Joe, that you don't have to use them the way they're intended. Have a play. You can go to absolute town on the depth, the width. You can then go longer if you want. Where that die actually ends, you can prolong it if you want. So many different ways, Joe. So I think what I'll do is I get myself a moment or two to get myself tidied and sorted, and we can do a demo to see exactly how they work.
Amazing. Lots of you loving these over on social. Lots of you as well. Got one eye on us and one eye on HSN today. As Cheryl was saying, does anyone else have HSN on the TV and CTV on the tablet? I know lots of exciting shows with Sarah and, of course, with Craig coming up a little later. Who have we got tuning in here? So... my iPad is not playing ball today. Beverly says, I need to see a demo of the Create a Scene dies. We won't have to wait too long, Beverly. Winner Bev says, always interesting to me which products are still available. So I'm surprised to see the Nutcracker still in stock. Me too. I don't think there's an awful lot of it though. Is there a place on Crafts Companion where you can find instructions on how to use the stuff that I buy from you? Yes, under downloads you'll find instructions for loads of our products, and don't forget you can always watch all of our shows back at any time. So I know what a lot of you do is make a note of the show in which you bought the product from, and then you can just go back and watch it whenever you want. So, Cheryl saying, Joe, my stomach is sore from yours and Debbie's shenanigans yesterday. It was awesome. We had a right show last night, Craig. Oh gosh. It was like up there with Wax Sealgate, I think, all over. It involved Debbie, a hot glue gun, and some jingling bells. I'll let you go and watch it back in your own time. Andrea says, wow, that's gorgeous. Deborah Wald, just let me know she's just woken up. Well, good morning, Deborah. Glad you're joining us. And lots of people saying that they're going to find it hard to not get those dies. Grab them. They're on a great deal at that brand new launch. Right, any other questions you've got, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube.
Let's go for it. Let's have a look and see how these are working when they are put to test. And that is our Edga'able Creator cards. So what I'm going to do is I've taken some black cardstock for this one here, and I have gone with the Bethlehem scene. Now I'm going to use them in a slightly different way than the instructions tell you, because Jan is coming up and launch day with the full 2 hours, so she'll be showing you how these work many different ways as well. But what you get to create a scene edgeable die, to create that stand out, that pop out look, what you get is your step-by-step. 6 very, very simple steps that explain how you're going to use them, because you're going to create your own little cube to go at the back. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that to the side for now, because I don't actually need them. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the die sets here. So I'm going to take all of them off so you can see all 3 of them. I've got my, well, there's actually 4 because you've got the Star of Wonder as well. So I've got my A5 card blank that we can see here. What I've also done is I have got a piece of black card that's 8 1/4 by 4 3/4. And I've got another one that is 8 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I'm going to come in now with this one. So what I'm going to do is this one here. So let's go this back one. So you've got obviously the buildings that you can see in that backdrop as well. So that one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto this shallow one. Actually, let's go to the deeper one. So that can go up into there. This one here, what I'm then going to do is I'm going to come in with this scene here. So we've got Mary and Joseph there, you've got the backdrop that we can see. And then this one with the 3 wise men, this is actually going to go on the front of my card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position that towards the bottom. So give or take maybe about, let's say, about 1/2 inch from the bottom. And I'm keeping it, do I want to go, I don't know if I quite know, they're on a bit of a jaunty angle. I quite like it. So you've got that hill aspect like you'll see in Bethlehem. And then what I'm going to do is let's use our low tack tape. And I'm keeping as well roughly about 1/2 inch at each side, because I'm going to create my own little frame. Now remember, this bottom part is not going to cut out, it's going to be the detail on the outline. And then what I'm going to do, Joe, because the layer of the cardstock that I've got this in, I need to bring in my large Gemini. So I've got this one to the side. But what I can do is I can be using my junior plates, because these fit no problem. So junior plates, plastic, magnetic, and then my top plate. So I'm going to feed that one up. We're going to run that one through, and then we can get cut into the other ones.
How fabulous. Kerry says she's going to try an infinity card today, Craig. I'm not sure what an infinity card is.
Oh, is that not like one of those where you keep turning it and it never ends, it never ends, it never ends?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're fabulous, aren't they?
They are fab. Never made one before, actually. Never made one. I think they're quite cool, though. The fact is, they never end, do they? Infinity. No. Hence the name.
To infinity and beyond. I tried to get, Craig had a Buzz Lightyear helmet on last week at some point. It's in the green room, so I tried to put it on. Do you think I can get it on? Absolutely not. I thought if it goes on, it's never coming off. I thought I was going to snap it, Craig. I don't know how you got your petite head in there.
I'm not going to say with great difficulty, but trust me, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I was scared a couple of times that I was going to snap it myself, but we got there, no problem. Yeah, it is, to be fair, it is a kiddie's helmet, so Don't know why I'm shocked that I couldn't get it.
Where did you
fit.
even get it from?
Amazon.
You actually bought it?
Too right, yeah. Yeah.
Was it for something specific?
Well, it was because last week, it was actually last Monday, I came in with a new top on and it was bright green, or
Right.
bright lime green. And everyone in the comments and also next door in the office when I nipped through, they all thought I looked like Buzz Lightyear. So the joke kind of stuck, and then people started to think I was looking like the Grinch because of
The
it.
Grinch?
The Grinch, because of the green.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Buzz was the reoccurring chat throughout the day. So I said, well, what I'll do, let's see if we can get a helmet for tomorrow. Ben was going to wear his Woody cowboy helmet, or hat, which he didn't.
Cowboy helmet?
Yep. So I got the Buzz helmet. But then, what I'd also done is I'd found out that day, because I'd worn my Buzz Lightyear shoes, my Toy Story shoes, and I found out that Ian and Jess, my friends that's got Grayson, Grayson loves Toy Story. So I thought, oh, perfect, that's going to be a nice gift for him. So
there you are.
I'm not just going to be going around the house.
Where did Ben manage to get a cowboy hat from?
No, he didn't.
Well, I was going to say, there's no cowboy hats in the house that we all stay in, so, I mean, maybe he's got a cowboy hat at home. Maybe he'll surprise you this week.
Well, he did say he's got one at home, and he was going to look online to see if he could get another one, but he didn't. So it was just me, looking like a banana as usual. Although it was quite fun. It's not often feels I'll get to be like Buzz Lightyear. So that was pretty
You can be anyone you want to be, Craig.
As you say, Joe,
you do you.
You do you.
Sarissa says, hello Joe and Craig from Sebastian, Florida. With all these collections, you are blowing my tiny mind. I have to have it all, and I really, I usually just use hunky-dory decollage items, but enjoying these. So yeah, lots of you going for these, which is excellent.
Did someone say hunky-dory decollage?
Someone said hunky-dory decollage.
Oh, interesting. Nod, nod, wink, wink. Friday. Launch day. This week. Did that give it away, do you think, Joe?
Oh, no, I've no idea.
Still none the wiser.
Is there some hunky-dory launching at the weekend?
What made you think that?
I don't know.
What made you think that?
Yeah, there's something else that we're allowed to allude to from today, you know, Craig.
What is that?
I don't know, I might...
Do tell me.
You wait. It might be happening later in the week. It might be a very big anniversary coming up.
Are you 50?
Am I 50? I am not 50, no. I know I look it some days. I had a very hard paper round. No, there's. It was all uphill, honestly. It might be the anniversary of a certain. Well, I don't know. I'm not allowed to. I'll have to check the email and make sure how much I can say.
Right, got ya.
Because I don't want to get in trouble. I'm always getting in trouble.
You're always getting in trouble. If anyone will be allowed to say it, you will be. We know how you like to.
Well, do you know what? I'll definitely say it by the end of the day because I'm going on holiday after today. So. Right. What exactly am I allowed to say, Georgina? I can say, I'm just getting it pre-approved. So what should I say, Georgina? I don't want to get in trouble. Ooh, we're going all the way in. It is Crafters TV's 2nd anniversary, Craig. This coming Thursday. And we'll be celebrating in style. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears tuned? Yeah, tuned to Crafters TV and also to, of course, our social media channels as well, and you'll be seeing some very exciting details coming soon.
Exciting. Gosh, can you believe that 2 years ago?
2 whole years.
2 whole years. Now look at us. Look where we are. Phenomenal.
I've been here a year and a half, Craig. Doesn't it fly by?
It has flown by, isn't it?
Absolutely flown by.
I've just been just over 2.5, and that's flown by as well.
Yeah, because aren't our work anniversaries almost, are they nearly the same, but a year different?
Yes. Yeah, they are. They really are.
Rebecca says, you can't leave us, Joe. I'm not leaving. I'm only just taking 4 days off, that's it. Just 4 days off. My first day back will be the It's the 5th of Sunday? Yeah, September the 5th. I'll be back with you after today. So just having a little bit of R&R, that's all.
Let me tell you, I don't say it's lightly, but it's well deserved, that's for sure, Joe. Been a busy bee, so you have.
Yes, it's been very, very busy, but I love being here, Craig. So it's all good.
I'm like that as well. It's a funny one, isn't it? It's nice to be in a job where it's lovely to have a little break, but to just love the fact that you get to be here. And then it's one of those jobs as well where when I do come back, Joe, I look forward to coming back. We've all had jobs where we've been off for a little break and we don't actually want to come back. Whereas I don't have that here. I don't think any of us do.
No. After about 4 or 5, well, it'll be my first day meant to be back in. So my first day should have been back to work on Saturday, Craig. So Saturday will come and I won't know what to do myself. I'll be at home. I'll be doing that thing where you wake up in the morning like, I think I'm meant to be somewhere.
So try to work out where it is you're meant to be. Yeah. I know, but it'll be good. Recharge the batteries.
Absolutely.
Raring to go for full in second year.
Mary Kay says, make sure there are no appointments for Thursday, locking my door and staying home to watch the shows all day. You'll be pleased you made that decision. Let me assure you of that, Mary.
You have lots of things coming up. Lots of things I can't wait for anyway, that's for sure. Right, so what we've done on that wider piece of card, I've taken one of the scenes, and then what I've done is I popped it so the top part of the die was as far up against the cardstock as possible. Don't worry about these width bit because these are going to fit into our aperture. Now where the two dies ended here, what I've done is I used my craft knife and my ruler, and about half an inch all the way around I kept that frame. So all that I need to do quickly before we finish this card off is go in with my Gilded Wax. This one happens to be King Gold. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all that off. And I'm going to go around the bottom just slightly. So if you're doing this in white card, you can go in with some of your water reactive inks if you want. Of course, this could be pattern papers if you want. Entirely up to yourself. And you can go as heavy-handed or as light-handed. Once again, it's completely up to you. So what we can then do now is let's finish this one off. So I've taken some cardstock from our paper pads. So this one is 8 by 5.5. This one is, of course, then 7 3/4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to do some mats and layers, and we're also going to assemble this card using acetate, and then we'll finish off with a bow and also a sentiment too.
And also the other thing is, well, if you, I know these are going to be featured on HN today, but 2 of these are exclusive, aren't they? If you're in the US, you won't be able to get them here in the UK. So do make sure, if you want to get them, they are on a multi-buy in the later show. So it is your, let me just get this right for you. So it's a snow day scene, isn't it?
Yeah, snow day scene. And our morning one, Christmas morning scene.
Christmas morning scene. And they are on a 2-4 as well in that later show if you want to grab them. So yes, make sure you get those. So even if you're getting the bundle from HSN and the auto ships, those 2 won't be part of it, which is awesome.
And that's what's really good as well, because you might already have, as you say, the 2, and then having that multi-buy on the other 2, if you are stateside, then that's going to be a good way just to ensure that you've got all 4 in the end.
Absolutely.
Now what I'm going to do here, so now that I've cut this one, Joe, on this one here, the smallest part of the cardstock, I'm going to lay that over the top so we've got that scene. So to make it easier for myself, I'm going to bring that one in. I'm going to pop this one on. So if I turn that around, we're starting to get that depth that we can see here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this one off with my adhesive. And for this back panel, I'm going to pop some acetate into here. And then what I'm going to do for this one, I'm actually going to pop onto my cardstock. So if I put this onto my card, and then this can go along the bottom, neatening up the bottom, bringing that one in so we've got that scene there. That would look nice as well if you'd done a bit of a shaker, maybe some sand or something. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a sentiment, and then I'm going to go in with a ribbon or a bow, pop that into there, and then we've got our lovely little scene made in a different way that wouldn't necessarily be the way that you would think initially that these dies have been designed for, but it goes to show that you can do them in many different ways as well. Really, really elegant card using the Bethlehem scene one. This is just one of 4 from the Christmas Create a Card Edga'able collection. Create a Card Scene Edga'able collection, £52.99, $69.95. Here in the UK and Europe, you're saving over 25%. You guys stateside are saving 15%. But if you do come down to the platinum price, £42.39, $55.96. As both myself and Joe said a moment ago, the snow day scene and also the Christmas morning scene are an exclusive to us at Crafters TV. So if you do want to cherry pick certain ones, just go into Shop the Show or across on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au. That is a place to go, certainly on a Monday where it's the start of a brand new week on Crafters TV.
Some people don't like Mondays, Craig. I think it's a great day.
I do.
I like it's the beginning
Mondays.
of a brand new, there's a whole sea of opportunity in front of you. Right, I want to share with you some deals for you on our textured card pads, the 12 by 12s. Now, both of these are coming with, you're going to get the white stamping card, totally free of charge in here. So you can go for the brights, you pay for the brights, and of course you get the stamping card free of charge. So you get these really lovely bold and colours. They've got a lovely sort of linen texture to them. That'll come with the free stamping card. Or you can go for the pastel, and the pastel will also come with that stamping card as well. Really gorgeous colour tones all the way through those ones just there. $15.99 or $19.96 if you are a platinum member. Right, we're going to take a short break and then we're going to come back with the lovely Jan. Here's all the details on how to shop and also the details of Club Inspire.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can get the best deals and shop while you watch during our shows. The best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. So head over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV Home, where you can see all of our shows, plus exclusive offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, you can head on over to our community pages. Come say hello, ask us some questions and chat along live with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even airplay our shows direct onto your big screen or stream us live through YouTube. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Thank you so much for all your comments coming through. Me and Joe have just been having a look at them throughout that little ad break there. We've got, so Gilmore on YouTube is saying, Craig, how do you not snag your finger against all that cut out pieces while getting the gilding wax on? I'm afraid I would bend them. It's doing it very, very lightly. I know sometimes it doesn't always look like that we're actually doing it lightly, just to do with the camera angle, but just going on very, very lightly, just holding them down, and then we can build up that gilding wax. If you do find you've got smaller pieces, what I sometimes do is, again lightly, I'll go direct to that small piece and then pull away at my finger. So I'm not actually pulling at those little die-cut pieces. Quite a few comments coming through just saying what a lovely card. Thank you so much. These are part of the launch day that's going to be coming up next with Jan and Joe. Pat saying what a beautiful card. Leslie, beautiful card. Melissa on Facebook, this is Joe saying, oh, Taz heard Joe's voice straight after the TV. She went. Joe, what does that mean?
Oh, so Taz. I talk to Taz now all the time. Melissa's got a dog called Taz, a new puppy,
right.
And apparently she loves the sound of my voice. She comes into the room every time I talk. And also someone was telling me yesterday that their cat likes to come and chill out whilst I'm on as well. So I'm good with the pets, it seems, Craig.
Yeah, you do have a good voice though.
Do I?
You know,
Thanks.
if I ever put on that sleeping app, it would be good if I had your voice on.
Well, please don't fall
me.
to sleep at home.
I suppose it's kind of the idea, isn't it? But you've got that nice, relaxing voice.
Yeah,
And
maybe I could have a go. As we
shot.
journey into the rainforest of the Sea of Tranquility, I'm going to read you a bedtime story. Imagine the sound of the rain falling. I think we could get away with it. I would be good, maybe. Oh, gosh. Craig's fallen asleep. That's obviously very effective.
Oh, yeah, that was really, really good. I did like that. Last one for now. Rhonda on YouTube saying, Craig, did you leave the film on the acetate for that card? So that acetate I used was actually Hunky Dory's heavyweight, so there's no film on it. So just be careful if you are using acetate that's got it. Right, let's have a look now at Monday Makers. And as you can tell by now, I'm across here, which means we've got someone extra special stepping in for this demo section. And you know what? Because we've got Jan later on launch day and Monday Makers, Jan has very kindly come in and said that she would do the demo to show you what she's got coming up on, Monday Makers. And actually, do you know what? Let's go straight to Jan. Jan, what is it that you've got for us today?
Oh, honestly, Craig, I was delighted. I love coming in. This is my second time now on Wake Up Call. I'm becoming quite used to it now. So, yeah, first day back off holiday today, so raring to go. I've not done any crafting for a fortnight, so my itchy fingers are well raring to go today.
Did you have a nice break, Jan?
I did have a lovely break, thank you. It was nice to spend some time with the family and
lots
just
of nice
have
pub lunches.
I think I needed a rest. I had loads of pub lunches. We had a little chuckle, didn't we, Joe?
And just to ask, you are feeling a lot better, aren't you?
Yes, I am much, much better, yeah. I know I've had so many messages from you guys, honestly, checking to see that I was okay. And I just want to say a massive, massive thank you. I know I sort of disappeared on you because I wasn't very well, and then it tagged on to my holiday, so it seems as if I've been gone quite a long time, but 2 weeks of it has actually been annual leave. But I did actually lose my voice completely, which my husband was thrilled about. By the time I got home on that Wednesday night, it had just gone. I woke up the following morning, nothing, for 5 days. 5 days I had no voice, so my husband thought it was bliss. I was having to sort of like text him at one bit because he's a little bit hard of hearing, and he was like, what? I can't speak any louder. So yeah, it was quite good fun, but I'm all rested. I think I just needed a good break, and I'm glad to be back. So I have brand new launch for you this afternoon, which Craig's already sort of shown you a little bit about, and then I'm back at 7 p.m. tonight with Monday Makers, and we've got some lovely sort of bringing you back some of our favourites going on. So the one I'm going to demo for you is our lovely creator card dies. So we've got those delicate scenes going on, and I've got the boards to show you, I've got some samples to show you, and then I'm actually going to do you a demo with one of them. So top of the show then we've got that graceful butterfly, and these are actually a full piece of metal, full size. You get a lot for your money on here, which cuts out the panel like this, and the butterfly one, the wings are actually left so that you can pop those up, you can shape them, you can put a little bit of glue to get some dimension under there, you could cut it twice and add a second one. So this is what it looks like in an actual card base, and just to show you a sample of that, this is the kind of thing that you can be making with them. It is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? A little bit of ink onto there, and again we've cut it twice to put the wings underneath, but absolutely stunning. So that one's graceful butterfly. Then we've got our champagne celebration, which is the one that I'm going to demo for you. Love this one. So again, you've got that piece of metal and you get two parts. So the actual die itself cuts into your card, and then we've given you a separate outside frame if you want to cut it out as a topper to put on top of something. So I'll explain that a little bit more when I do the demo for you. So you've got again what it looks like, and then you've got it in that card. And then just to give you an example, some stunning samples. This one's got a little bit of acetate behind there, but again, just all the sparkle there for a champagne celebration, whether it's a lovely wedding breakfast or whether you're celebrating an anniversary, something like that. Absolutely gorgeous. Then next one along there, we've got our fairy garden. Again, really popular. The fairies seem to do really well. Same concept. You've got that die there with the cut, and then showing you how it looks there just in black and white. But then when you start adding your inks and adding colour to these, just look what you can get with them.
Oh, really?
It reminds me of A Midsummer Night's Dream, that one.
Dramatic.
Absolutely beautiful. So inked in the background, just cut out a black cardstock, really stunning there. And then the fourth one in that collection is our Belle of the Ball. Okay, and I'm going to demo you this one later on tonight in Monday Makers, but just look at that dress there. Isn't it absolutely stunning?
Really beautiful.
And this is all cut with just one pass through your Gemini or your chosen machines. And again, we've actually done it there, and we've done it a couple of times just to create that little highlight. So we've got black at the forefront and then just drop shadowed it with a little bit of silver mirror card. Absolutely stunning. So again, you know, it would be great for you know, sort of prom celebrations or graduations, things like that. Or it might just be that you want, you know, wedding even. It make a stunning wedding card. So let's get into some demoing, shall we? So I've actually chosen the Champagne Celebration. So just to show you the die to start off with and show you what I mean about that setup. So on average, we're looking at just over 6.5 inches tall by just over 4.5 inches wide. And your main part of the die is your rectangular template with all the detail in there, but there's no set edge to it. There's breaks in the edge of it which are going to lock it into your piece of card that you're going to work with. So if we just are George is zooming in as we speak, you can see here at the bottom of the champagne glass there's a break in that cutting edge. So you're going to get a little bit of cut here, then it stops again, then you're going to get a little bit more. So it anchors it to the card, but it actually stays in place. Now if you just wanted this to be a topper, and the word creator card is basically there, you know, you don't have to do much more. If you cut the two pieces together, it's going to cut you out a complete external edge, so you'll get this as a piece of die cut topper. But this one also makes a great matten layer because it's slightly bigger than the main die. If you cut this in a different colour, you can pop it behind there and you just get sort of like 1/8 of an inch all the way around it, and this will show through your die cut. So let's have a look what we're going to do with it this morning. I nearly said this afternoon. I'm not used to being here in the morning. I nearly said this afternoon. I suppose it is really, isn't it?
Yeah,
we've gone past lunchtime here in the UK, but I arrived this morning, so I've not made the shift yet. So I'm just going to cut this into some white stamping card just to get going, and I'm going to take a little bit of low tack tape and just pop that in place, and I'm actually going to stick it through the centre there where I know that this piece is going to cut out, so that there's no damage to be done. And then because it's quite an intricate one, I've actually popped my metal shim. And it's a brand new metal shim this morning. I was like, oh, dare I cut into
yourself,
it?
Jan.
Oh, I don't like it when they're new like that. So I'm going to pop that one on at a little bit of an angle. All right, and the reason I put them at an angle is when you're using your Gemini, obviously the rollers are going to come along and pass over the die. If it's straight, you'll sometimes hear that sort of jump as it gets over the metal. Even though the metal's not very thick, you'll sometimes hear that jump. Just by turning it at an angle wherever you've got the space to do that, it's going to hit the corner first, and you don't seem to get that sort of that noise as much. And then I'm just going to put the normal shims in for a thin metal die, and then we're going to pass that through our Gemini. Now these will actually fit through your Junior. I've got the large Gemini here because that's what Craig was using earlier, but the size of the dies will fit on your Junior plates. It just, as always, depends on the size of the project that you're making. But if you're just wanting to cut it out as a topper, no problem with your Junior plates there. So let's just have a little look at that one then. We'll take those extra plates away.
You know what I've worked out, Jan? With being the first one in on a Monday morning, whenever I come in after Sarah's done an HSN preview or that, it's always brand new plates.
Is it?
I've always worked that out.
Do you know, it's not made too much of an impression. You can just see there that it's on there. I've sort of christened it. But yeah, I love it when they're all nice and brand new.
I know.
And then I've actually brought my brush tool in today. I've been having a tidy up in the craft room, and I'd misplaced it for ages, but came across it, and I thought for these dies it is great because there's a lot of detail. So you actually get the sponge and the brush, and then I pop mine in it's just an A5 plastic box that you can buy cheap as chips. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this inside and just give it a rub over, and it just helps to dislodge some of the pieces, and it also helps to dislodge the die from the actual cardstock. There's less chance of you damaging there. And then if I just grab my pokey tool, because I want to take the tape off there as well, and just feed that back out of the way into the gap there, just to release it off that piece there. And then once we take this out here, you can see, we just release it. Oh, I've still got some tape there. Just release it gently. You can see where we've got that that top, well, sort of like a topper. And then what I'm going to do is actually put the brush back over it now, and it will help to take these little pieces out. Okay, so what I should have done actually was put the outside edge around it as well, and I've forgotten to do that. So we'll actually pass it through again, and we can do that afterwards. So if you don't want to cut them both together, you can actually pass it through straight afterwards.
A lot of love for seeing you back again today, Jan.
Oh, do you know, I've had so many messages, Craig, including yourself. I do appreciate all the love. I must admit, it does cheer you up when you're feeling a bit down. And I know our Craig messaged me the same day and the day after, didn't you, to check I was okay. Yeah. But yeah, I did feel really rough, I must admit. And I think I'd just got a bit run down. I think sometimes your body tells you that you need a rest, and it came out in the means of me ended up with laryngitis for 5 days. But
you didn't sell your voice to like an underwater villain or anything like that, do you? I was calling you the Little Mermaid of Crafters TV after you'd gone, Jan.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was just slowly fading that day, wasn't it? And I felt so rough. And there was people commented after the show. And then, as I say, I've had some lovely comments during the time that I've been off. So I do appreciate it. So let's just get rid of all those bits there. Pop that back to one side. And then you can see now where it's actually cut all that lovely detail. Let's just grab a piece of dark card, and you'll be able to see that better there, look. So that's cut in there. It's all those pesky little pieces that you think you've got, look, and there's still some left. No matter how many times you look. Okay, I think that's just about got them. But you can see how that's all cut through there beautifully. All right, now I actually wanted to use it with the outline die. So rather than pass it through the Gemini again, I've got one that I did earlier on, which has got that outline to it there. So by using that extra die and popping it through with this one on, you can see how it's just created that lovely little frame around the outside to use. All right, so we'll use that one. And then I'm going to bring in a little bit of ink. And I was talking about that this last time I was here, about using your stencils, using your dies as stencils. So what I want to do is use a little bit of our silver metallic ink. And I'm just going to pop this back inside the stencil. Just get rid of a couple of those little pieces where I don't want them. And then this will just lock back inside here. You can feel it also almost fit inside. Okay, and these areas here are actually able to then be stenciled. So what I'm going to do, I haven't actually got a sponge applicator, I don't think, but I'll just see if I can do it with the ink pad, is literally just take this and ink through that gap on the actual die itself. It doesn't damage your dies, they will just clean back off again. So anywhere you've got a gap there and you've got card showing through, you can actually pop that ink on. So just bear with me while I push that through the stencil, and then I've got one that I've done earlier.
Dan,
So
when you were die cutting, what was that plate configuration Diana was wanting to know?
say again, sorry Craig.
When you were die cutting the die, what was the plate configuration? It's Diana
What I
was
did
wanting
was
to know.
use my main cutting plate and put the metal shim over the top. So I've actually cut my die against the metal. All right, just because it was a really intricate one, and it's got, if you have a look on the back of there are a lot of cutting points on the back of there. So by having the metal in, it gives it something to bite into. And then on the top of that with the cardstock was the usual configuration. So my plastic shim, my magnetic shim, and then the top cutting plate went on top of them.
Gotcha.
All right, so 5 plates in total, including that metal one, just for extra pressure there. So again, if I bring the one in that I've done at home, you can just see there's a little bit darker shading on this one, but just picked up where the bits are on the die, and I just think it gives it an extra sort of look when you're doing that. So to pop it together then, I've just created a
Do
few
you like a
mats
glass
and
of
layers.
bubbles, Jan?
Pardon?
Do you like a glass of bubbles?
Do you know I'm not a drinker, Joe, so
You're not?
I
I'll
have
have yours.
tried it and it didn't do anything for me at all. So I'm not really that bothered.
No.
I don't tend to drink much alcohol at all.
Well, that's very
I
good
do
then.
like a glass of bubbles in the sense that, you know, mine's probably lemonade or something like that. I'm a cheap date. It's like we went out yesterday for some lunch because it was the last day we were all off, and I had lime and soda to celebrate.
Delicious. Very, very hydrating, very refreshing.
It is.
Refreshing.
So yeah, I'm not a big drinker at all, but I know people that do love it. So we've got a couple of layers there, so just taken from those textured card pads, and then some of our gorgeous luxury glitter card there out of the luxury card packs. And my card blank is 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. And I'm going to pop this slightly to the top so that I've got a little bit of a gap at the bottom to put the sentiment
I
on
love
there.
that glitter card.
And then I've got another 2 pieces, again just taken from that textured card pad. In fact, I'm going to put a little bit of wet glue on this one, just because it's going onto the glitter card. So I'm just grab my tacky glue there, give it a shake.
Just love the size of these dies. So
I love the creator card range. It just, you know, it gives you that sort of, literally, the die and a sentiment, and you've pretty much done. You don't have to think. They're great for batch making because you can do all the die cutting first, get them all ready, and literally have a pile of your die cuts, a pile of your layers, a pile of your sentiments, and you're good to go. So we're going to pop that one, and because the wet glue just seeps into the glitter there and gives you an extra bond, which is why I just flicked to that wet glue there. So that one's going to go on here. And then this one's from the watercolour pad. It's got that gorgeous floral on one side, but I actually want this lovely, it almost looks as if it's been inked, but it's already done for you. So I haven't had, I mean, I like to make these, but just for speed for this one, I've actually used it from the paper pad. So we'll go back to that double-sided tape pen again there.
I suppose, like you say, because these dies make quick cards, if you are wanting it to be quick, then you can just bring in your pattern papers like you've got there. Or
Yep.
if you do like to make your own on your own time, then you can do too.
Absolutely. And again, you know, I would, if I was going to do that, I would have an afternoon where I was just making the backgrounds, do them on an A4 sheet, and then you can cut them down to the size that you want, and you've got them ready to go there. So again, you could pop this one up on foam pads if you wish. I'm just going to stick with that double-sided tape pen for now. We're going to put that one on as our mats and layers.
Rosalind says, made a lovely light box with these. She also says they are so large you can use them on gift bags too, which is a great idea, isn't it?
Yeah, they're a nice size, like Craig said. You know, they're a decent size. So you've actually got the scope to do quite a few different things with them. So that's my card blank at the ready, and then we're going to lay this one so that that pink shows through there, and that's literally keeping it nice and simple. I'm just going to swap over to my dotty tape pen on the back of here and just very, very lightly run those glue dots around the back of that die cut. So anywhere that you've got, you know, sort of a fancy, you know, fussy open work die like this, just that tape pen is brilliant. Just lightly over the back of it, over all those little pieces. It just adds a little bit of adhesive there, not too rough, Jan. And then on the back of here, just so that we can pop that one over the top then. And this is literally going to lay inside, and I've just gone 1/4 of an inch increments with all those mats and layers.
Cool.
Okay, so that is really simple. And then all I've done just at the end, and I think it's just blown away, here we go. We've got just a little happy anniversary, and I am going to pop that on with a couple of foam pads. We'll be brave. Seeing as Craig's here,
Oh,
I can always
Jan,
get him.
Jan loves a foam pad these days.
I'm getting better with them. I'm getting better.
There's pesky ones though, I will admit that. You do get some pesky ones.
Oh, I found it's when I've had them a while. I don't know, but I know you use them a lot, Craig.
Yeah,
but the ones that I've had quite a while get a bit stubborn. And I get myself into all sorts of problems. Georgina's saying, I've had them a while because I don't use them. I shy away from them. But I'm just going to pop that one at the bottom there and literally keep that. You know, you could add some bling to there if you wanted. You could add some nice little silver gemstones to fill the bubbles in the glass if you wanted. But if I turn you this one round, nice and simple. All right, and let that die do all the work. That's doing the speaking for you. So that was the birthday celebrations. It could be an anniversary, could be a wedding breakfast, lots of different occasions that you could use that one for.
That is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely love that one. So many comments coming through as well saying how much they love that too. So Busy Lizzie on YouTube is saying the champagne celebration is my favourite one in the collection. She made an anniversary card with it for her mum and dad's 62nd wedding anniversary on the 1st of August. Lovely for that one. Jan, you're back with both launch day and of course Monday Maker. So we kind of already know what we've got coming up on launch day with you. I know that's coming up on Monday Maker that you've just done. Any other teasers as to what you're going to be doing?
I'm bringing back obviously the creator cards, and as I say, I'm going to use the Bell of the Bull later on, and then I've got those gorgeous brush lettering stamps that we launched, I think it was last month. So again, I've got a couple of demos with those, and then I've also got the Nutcracker box. We've not got a lot left, but we've popped it on the show, and I've got some demos with that as well. So the signature Christmas collection that was all gift boxed for you. So yeah, can't wait to do those as well.
Excellent. Thank you for that, Jan.
Awesome. More products to tell you about as well coming up a little later in Monday Makers for you. It's the Crafts Companion Brush Lettering Stamp Collection. Myself and Jan, I believe, actually launched these, so great to get another look at them. I'll take you through the different designs that you are getting in here. So these are them. So you've got Happy Holidays, which is this one here. You've got Thank You so very much. Hello from me to you. Happy Birthday, going to be such a versatile one, that one. Thinking of You, Christmas Wishes, Season's Greetings, and Merry Christmas. Now the great thing is you can have that brush lettering element through the main lettering element, or you can play around with the placement. You can actually intermix them a little bit as well if you want to, and we'll talk through the options when it comes to doing that in more detail in that later Creative Cravings show, Monday Makers show, which will be 7 PM this evening here in the UK, 2 PM if you are across on the S coast. Where's the S coast, Craig? West coast. The S coast. Not quite sure. The West Coast, I think I was going with, wasn't I? Right, lots of you still chatting away with us as well. Kathy saying beautiful card. Right, remember what else is coming up? So an amazing launch day for you, 3 PM in the UK, 10 AM East Coast time, 7 AM West Coast time, and then that Monday Makers show too. Let me just take a moment, whilst Craig gets ready for his next demonstration, let's share with you all the details of US shipping.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95, and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members, who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Lot of love of what Jan was making there with the brand new Create a Card dies that we've got coming back again on Monday Makers. I'm getting all my launch days just mixed up. Leslie on YouTube is saying, Jan, that was a beautiful card. Kerry's saying, that was a beautiful card. You're on Facebook. Kathy is saying, beautiful card. Looks great with the grey and the pink tones. It does. Really, really works a treat. I always forget to use about our Midas ink pads as well. It adds an extra little depth. Sometimes you don't always want to use the Gildan wax, so the Midas ink pads, they work a treat as well. They also work really well, certainly the gold tones, with the Nutcracker collection. And as Jan alluded to a moment ago, she's going to be having a look at this again within Monday Makers, and we are also going to have a look at it right now. This is the Nutcracker collection with over 315 elements in total. $39.99 here in the UK, for you guys stateside £44.80. Now you're going to be getting 10% off this one, and everyone's going to be getting 50 extra bonus points as well on top of that. Platinum, that's going to come down to $31.99 or $35.84. Of course, you guys stateside, that's your price. If you are across in Europe, you just need to go to crafterscompanion.eu. Your prices in euros will be across there. Now with this one, it is a Sarah signature collection, but what you're going to find, it's a nicely packaged box. So you're getting everything that you need when it comes to the Nutcracker collection with stamp and the dies. So tell you what, let's actually show you the boards as to what you will be getting inside. So let's move all my stuff out the way for now. Now what we can do is let's go through everything. So what you're going to be getting is your ribbons and your gems. So you're going to get your embellishment packs. So you've got your navies, you've got your greens, you've got your reds, you've got the gems, but what you've also got as well is the dewdrops. So you can colour them if you want to with your alcohol inks. Then we're giving you an embossing folder. We are actually going to be having a look at this one within the demo that I'm away to do in a moment or two. And with this one, what you've got is you've got that scene. So you've got the curtains, the capes, you've got that valance around the bed as well. So it's the bed that you've got within the centre. But what works really well with these is you get a stencil to go with them. So you've got 3 different stencils that are actually going to create different depth when it comes to the embossing folder. So you might be familiar with our stencil embossing folder range. This is another nice quirky take on those ones here. So once again, we'll be having a look at them just shortly. Then what we're also giving you is another stencil. Now with this one, you've got the holly foliage, you've got that frame effect that you can go around the edges if you want, but then you can start to add extra colour, extra dimension. This is a good one if you've got any of your pastes. Start to use your paste to get that organic kind of foliage look. Then what we've also got is the actual stamp and the dies. So we have got these ones here. So this isn't just all of them. What you've also got, this is actually them stamped out and die cut out, but this is the stamp and the dies. So you've got all your stamps in here, so the grandfather clock, you've got the Nutcracker / the soldier, you've got the ballerina, you've got what could be a fairy if you want to, the rocking horse, you've got the sentiment as well as a few additional accessory stamps. Then for majority of them, you've got the dies to go with them. You do get a die here where you've got the Christmas tree. I tend to use that for creating apertures, but then you can use that in conjunction with the pattern papers that I'll show you in a moment or two. So that is what you've got, and that's how they'll look once that they've stamped and die cut, just some of them anyway. You do get your cards and your envelopes as well. So you've got your 6x6, you've got your 5x7 and your C6 as well. Then we're going to go into our 8x8 papers, all Nutcracker themed. So what you can then see is you've got that textured look already there within the papers. You've got them so that they are matte. So if you want to do your inking, then you can do. You can do your stamping as well. But you've got Christmas theme that runs throughout, not just Nutcracker, but you've got the foliage, you've got the holly, you've got the actual, the word's totally gone out my head now. Poinsettia, thank you very much. with the berries, all that to go included too. But then we've got your Nutcracker with the presents, you've got the rocking horse here. These would be nice just to cut out and actually create your own individual topper if you want. Then you've got the Christmas tree on this one that you could be using that outline die. All double-sided, so you've got that plaid and tartan sort of look on the background. And then we've got our 8x8 cardstock. All colours that coordinate with the collection as well. You've got a pad of these, but these are just some of the colours. You've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colour tones that's going to work so well when it comes to the Nutcracker collection. And then let's show you, Joe, a few finished samples as to what you can be making when it comes to this collection. Make small if you want, because you could be using the card blanks that come included, but by creating depth, by stamping, by colouring, by die cutting, you can then put them onto your card. Being double-sided papers, create your own little fold backs if you want. If you do like to do all your Z-fold cards that we can see on this one here, this is where you can keep it very simple, but then bring in your Ultimate Pro and your scoreboard. Maybe you want to bring in any of your concepts, create your own little notebooks, and you can do, because of course it could be coming out year after year. Start to theme it. Really nice theatre style that you've got here.
Is that like a box frame almost with a closer?
It is exactly like that. It's really well done, isn't it?
Really cute, that.
Rachel done this one. So creating your own little box theme that you've got there. Maybe a few lights of that in the backdrop would work really, really well. And then you can go large. So you can go your Z-fold 8x8, create your own little pop-outs that you can see within the middle there. So there's so much that you could be doing with this one, Joe.
Absolutely. Great value as well when you see what you are getting included in there as well. Got a hair in my mouth. I don't know how that happened.
You don't want that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just couldn't carry on.
No.
I was like a cat then. Oh dear. A cat? That's certainly. Did you just do a budgie noise for a cat?
No, I did a purring noise. Is that a budgie noise?
It's definitely not a cat noise, because a cat goes meow, not brrr.
A cat it purrs. It purrs. It does.
Anyway, let's move on. Pat says, will there be paper pads for the Nutcracker collection? I don't think there are plans to. I think a lot like all of our boxed kits that we bring you, the only opportunity you've got to get your hands on the papers is in the box itself. So no plans, I don't believe, at the moment. Lynn likes it, but she still hasn't got it yet. Maybe today will be the day. Don't forget you're getting those 50 extra bonus points on there. Rhonda loves the vintage feel of this. It is very classic, this one, isn't it, Craig?
Very classic, yeah, straight away with that colour tones as well, but then enhance them. Use your distressing, use your crimple tool to create that distressed edges. There really is lots of ways that you can use it. So let's do that. Let's do exactly that right now. So what we're going to do is let's go in with our folder and our stencils. We do have a bit of card on the back that we don't need, so I'm going to take these ones off. And what we're going to do, the embossing folder is 5x7, but we are going to make it a little bit smaller. So I've got my folder, my stencil, and I've got my stamp and my dies. Already got my cardstock good to go, and we're going to be creating an easel card. So for this one, let's go in with our folder. I've gone in with a piece of our white smooth stamping card, and I've already cut this to 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then what I'm going to do with this one, I'll turn it over so it's easier for you to see. I'm going to bring my cardstock, and I'm going to come right down to the bottom of the folder. So I'm not actually going to emboss the full lot. You can do, and then what you could do afterwards is you can then come along and chop it down. But I'm just going to use my cardstock, the layer size that I've got. So normal embossing folder, so I'm going to go in with my 2 cutting plates. And I'm still going to use the large Gemini while we've got it set up. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed that one up. That's only going to emboss that part of the cardstock. If you've got pattern papers from the collection, others at home, start to emboss that one. And I'm not surprised, Joe, that every single time we bring this in, it is so popular. So many at home love the Nutcracker theme. Right.
Really beautiful, and great to have the stencils in there as well. Leslie says, it's a lovely collection. I've yet to play with it. Maybe today is going to be the day, Leslie. You're going to crack it out and get some projects made.
That would be good, yeah, definitely. Today's the day for sure. Get crafting and get creative when it comes to these ones. So what I can do is I'm going to go in with the Chinese red for this one, Joe. Now, Bordeaux would look really nice. Maybe you want to go with a brown tone would also look nice. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my stencil so that it sits over the embossed layer. If you want to use your low tack or your temporary sprays, you can do. I don't tend to. I tend to go straight in, and I'll maybe hold it down with a bit of low tack tape. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right now.
Linda says that's why I don't like guys with beards. I hate hair in my mouth. Cheryl says, oh, I love beards and long hair on men. There you go, the jury's out, Craig.
Yeah, you won't get me with long hair, that's for
No,
sure.
I used to have quite long hair. I used to have quite a substantial quiff at one point, Craig. I don't know if you remember.
Oh gosh, yeah, right enough, I forgot
quite
about that.
Quite a big quiff. And then I went from big quiff to no hair at all. Do you remember when I shaved it all off?
I do, I remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Beth Fralix she's making me blush in the comments.
What was she saying? Let me have a
I'm
look.
not sure I can read that out. I'm not going to. I'm sure you've all seen it in the comments.
Okay, yeah.
Whew.
Bit hot there. Getting hot in here. Actually, it is getting hot in here. We've got the fans on and everything. So what I'm doing here is I'm dabbing. Now you can, of course, if you are using your low tack sprays, then that's going to secure it. But what I'm doing is I'm just going to dab and I'm building the colour up that way. Then what I can do is I'm going to do the other side as well. Is I can then dab this other side here. And then what I'm going to do...
So you're dabbing it rather than sort of blending it. Is there a reason for that?
Simply because I've not secured the stencil completely. So if I go in, because our stencils with the Nutcracker collection have got a lot of fine parts to it, if I was to go direct now, there's a chance that I could start to pull up some of these little bits. So what I like to do, and it's not just with this one, you know time and time again, when I use stencils on the shows, I don't tend to use the sprays. And therefore, by dabbing them down, what I can then do is I can then continue to build that colour up. You still get a seamless colour blend as well. You don't get any little harsh lines whatsoever. But then now that I've done that one, let's have a look underneath. Have I got a deeper shade? No, I don't have a Bordeaux. So let's go in, if I take this one up. And
Oh,
then
awesome.
Look at that. Isn't that cool? So now what I'm going to do is let's go in with this next one. And once again, I'm going to pick out, now there's only so far it will go because, of course, well actually it won't, it comes right to the end there. So what we can do, let's go back into this one. Let's put it back into place to where I had it. And then what I want to do is I'm going to go in a little bit more heavy-handed. Maybe the seal brown will be a little bit too deep. But what I'm going to do is let's take some of this ink off. And oh no, this will be fine. What I'm going to do is round the outer part of the curtain with the seal brown. I'm going to intensify that by building up the depth of colour.
Gives it loads of texture, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. And it's a good way to show as well that even though it's one stencil that I'm using, you can still create different dimensional looks and effects by using that same stencil, by cherry picking certain areas. So I'm pretty happy with that. So if I then remove this one out the way, so let's peel that one up and peel that one up, we can see now, see how it gives you that extra bit of drama in the centre. And then what I'm also going to do as well, really looking for maybe like let's go for a light yellow. Or maybe we'd have used sandstorm or something, but I don't have the sandstorm. So let's take some of this excess off. I'm going to go in with lemon tonic. I'm going to take some of that excess colour, let me just try it on the back. It should be okay. And lightly, with my blending tool, I'm going to go over and highlight the bed. So I'm not worried about this part here. I'm only going to do the bed and the flooring. Doing it with the lemon tonic, but I've taken a lot of the colour off first of all so we can get it quite subtle.
Loads of you chatting away. Andrea says, come on Joe, let's hear it. Karen Fishers says, yes Joe, quit being a tease and tell us all. I'm not sure I can, Craig, can you?
I don't think so.
No. I mean, it was sent to me as a comment, so I mean, I wouldn't get in trouble if I read it out, but I can't, I'm afraid, no. I'm sure someone else will let you know what the comment was over on YouTube, and you can judge for yourself. Anyway, remember loads coming up today still, that launch day coming your way at 3 p.m. in the UK, but also don't forget about Monday Makers as well, 7 p.m. in the UK, 2 p.m. on the East Coast, 11 a.m. across on the West Coast. I can't believe, Craig, we're not going to work together now again until the 13th of September. Is it 13th? I believe it is, isn't it?
13th.
Monday the 13th of September. This will be the longest I haven't seen you, Craig, in like a year and a half.
Well, it's going to be so long. Hard to believe it.
So long. So I'm off for almost 2 weeks, and then Craig is off for a while after that as well. So that's why we're like ships in the night, aren't we, Craig?
That's right, yeah, because you come back on the Sunday, you said.
Yeah, I think Sunday I should check really, shouldn't I? Because I know it's around that time, Sunday the 5th. I'm back on September the 5th, Sunday the 5th. I'll be here, yes, with Bernie, and then I'll be up for all day that day as well, which will be great.
And my last day is Thursday the 2nd.
Right.
And I'm off for, must be about 10 days or something I'm off for. Well, until the week on the Monday, so.
We'll be reunited on the 13th. Unlucky for some, not for us, Craig.
Not for us, no way, not at all, not for us. No way. See, it's something extra to look forward to when we come back. Oh, throw the pens at you. There we go. So what I've done is I've gone in and I've stamped out. Now I'm going to go in with my tri-blend, so we won't get it all coloured. So I'll tell you what ones I would use, and I'll show you the one that's finished. Dark red blend, gold brown blend, ice grey blend, and light green blend. And what I'm going to do is, let's do the bottom of our dress to start with, Joe. I'm going to go in light, and then we can start to build up a little bit of colour. And with this one, what you'll see from the finished result, you don't need to spend lots of time colouring, because our dress, what I'm doing is going to keep it white, but by keeping it white, I will go in with the ice grey and add little accent shades. So it's a good way to make something that is white, not just left white with the cardstock.
Beth's come back to me, Craig. She says, Lowell, I haven't been naughty yet. If I did, Joe would be as red as the Boss Hottie Scotty's curtains on his card. Oh, gosh. There we go. Oh, it's a fun Monday. Everyone's got that. Everyone's in a Monday mood today, aren't they, Craig?
They are. They really, really are. I'm not sure what's gotten to everyone, but yeah, everyone's in a funny, a cheeky good mood today.
Everyone is a bit, yes, everyone's a bit giddy today. Rosalind says she's going to get withdrawals from us both. That's nice of you to say so. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, apparently, Craig.
That's what
I'm not sure that's the truth. That's what they say.
The thing is, you'll still both have us here, just not together.
No. We're tag teaming, aren't we?
We're tag teaming, yeah. Yeah, we are. Each of us are, we're going solo.
Did you want to give us a little bit of a roundup of SummerSlam, Craig? I know you was a bit too raw to talk about it at the start of the show, but is there anything you'd like to say? Anything you'd like to get off your chest? Seeing as it's the last time we're going to work together for 3 weeks.
I was very, very disappointed in female wrestler Bianca Belair, the way that she was treated in losing her title.
Oh.
She lost her title.
Plot twist, spoiler.
And she lost it in not a nice way.
Ah.
We did see the return of Becky Lynch, which was good, but I didn't like the way that the WWE had ran that storyline.
Is she related to Bet Lynch?
No, she's not
No?
actually. No.
Oh.
No,
Because
she's
that could be
not.
fun if Bet Lynch was in Summer Slam Down.
That would
What's
be
it called?
interesting.
Summer what now?
That would certainly be
Summer.
interesting.
Why do I want to call it Summer Slam Down?
I don't know why you want to do that.
No, not sure.
But then not only did we get the return of her, we got the return of Brock Lesnar. Sporting, which in my opinion does not suit a ponytail. But it's Brock Lesnar, MMA fighting. I'm not going to challenge him on a ponytail. If he wants to keep it, that's up to him. I'm not going to tell him he doesn't. But yeah, just overall, it wasn't one of their best ones, put it that way. It wasn't the best ones. They didn't go overboard with their entrance and the sets and no pyro, all that sort of pizzazz that adds to a show.
Ah, well, I'm sorry it didn't live up to your expectations, Craig.
Well, yeah, it's one of those things.
Leslie says she can't get over the fact that we're not going to work together for nearly a month. I mean, it's only a few weeks, but I appreciate the sentiment, Leslie. I'm sure you won't even notice we're gone. You really won't. Debbie says, what a great day to start my birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Debbie. August, though, really is the month for taking holidays, isn't it?
It is.
Everyone seems to get a bit of a holiday in August.
Everyone certainly does. You know, I think pretty much all of us on the team have got some time off scheduled throughout the month. I know, obviously, we've not that long had Debbie Robinson back, Jan's just back today, Debbie Fisher's off just now. We kind of cross over as Debbie comes back, I go off. I know Ben's had a bit of time off with them been moving and that. You're now away to go off. So yeah, we've all
had a little break. It's been lovely.
All having our turns.
All ready for the full steam ahead to Christmas, Craig.
Exactly, yeah. And then obviously we've got big
I think there's something like
before
126 days, 124 days till Christmas, something like that.
Is it something like that?
Yeah.
It's not going to be long.
I haven't decided yet what I'm doing for Christmas. Have you, Craig?
I'll be going home. I'll definitely be going home, that's for sure. Home definitely for Christmas and more than likely for New Year this year.
Oh, nice.
Because I didn't last year.
I've made a new plan. A friend of mine, Nick, is cabin crew for Virgin Atlantic, Craig.
Right.
And at Christmas, if you're sent away for Christmas, which often happens for a few days, you get to take a friend with you.
Amazing.
So hopefully Nick gets sent away over Christmas, and I'm going to go with him for a few days. And then you get to like bid on where you want to go. So we're hoping to get to like East Coast US if we're able to. If
really?
It all happens, fingers crossed at that point. But it's going to be quite exciting because I won't really know where I'm going until a few weeks before.
Yeah.
So it's going to be quite an adventure, I think.
Oh, I need to find some cabin crew friends.
You can have some of mine. I've got loads.
Have you got loads? Have
Yeah.
You didn't see that show last night on Channel 5? It's the second week it's been on. It's about the VIP lifestyle of the cabins. You know, cabin crew and travelling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
Really
we haven't done
interesting.
card of the show, have we, Craig?
I know, there we go. We're finished here.
Well, should we just do it really quick? Should we do like a 30-second one?
Yep. Let's do Jan as well.
Yep.
Let's put Jan's in because it deserves to be in. So there was our easel card that we used using our Nutcracker collection. So number 1 using a brand new launch which is coming up in the next show, and then number 2 which was with Jan's show, and then number 3 was with the Nutcracker collection here. So number 1, number 2, number 3.
There you go. 1, 2, 3. Get voting in the comments. So, that's just like shablam. Just came back to you there. Right. We've got a great Centura Pearl deal for you. 100 packs. 100 packs? No, 100 sheets in the pack. So you've got the black. You can go for the baby pink. You've got the lilac, the baby blue, the fuchsia, turquoise, snow white, hint of silver. You'll also get the lavande, if you're French, or lavender, if you want to say it in English, chartreuse, and you'll also get the cherry in there as well. How awesome. 100 sheets there in that particular pack for you. Details there for that on your screen. Poor Kiwi, I mean, we've really thrown her to the walls, haven't we, here with that sort of surprise card of the show. vote just there. What a great show it's been though, Craig. What a great day it's going to be.
It really, really is. Yeah, it's going to be a good day today, that's for sure, with yourself and Jan. So the next show coming up is going to be launch day with Jan and obviously Joe. And then, of course, what we're then going to do is have a look at Monday Makers, also with Jan and Joe as well. So we've picked up some of the items that are going to be with on the show throughout today. Let's do it. Thank you very much, Kiwi. Demo of the show, number 1.
There you go.
It's done it. So there we go. So actually quite unanimous, I'm being told here. So this is going to go up against Jan, where she's in the remainder of the shows, as I say. So thank you so much, Joe, for popping in.
It's been an absolute pleasure. I'll see you on the 13th of September.
Yeah, you will do. Yeah, it's going to be sad.
I'll see you guys though in 90 minutes.
Yeah, you will do. I won't see you now today on Crafters TV, but for you guys stateside, I am literally away to jump in a plane, head across to the United States, or walk out the door and go into our next studio, and I will be on HSN during the 9 a.m. hour USA time for you guys, where I've got some hunky-dory goodies for you. So I will see you right here, Crafters TV, same time, same place tomorrow, where we can do it again. Where's that? I think Ben's back. Ben's here. He's moved here. See you tomorrow. Bye.